thank you for joining me on this morning. You got in touch because you're a pickleball fan.
Yes.
And it is. I actually saw Colin yesterday, who's a great friend and a great pickleball fan as well. There's just something about this sport, isn't there, that makes people. It's cult like, I have to say, Alison. As I was walking through Colin's neighbourhood with him yesterday, he was saying, "Yes, that's a pickleball player. That's a pickleball player. Oh, they just joined the club as well." What is it about this sport that is just so attractive to people, would you say? Because you're going to give us a little bit of a beginner's guide, I think, this morning, aren't you?
Yeah. I think a couple of things. I think it's a very community-based sport, so that's
Yes.
a huge draw. I think it's also a very Zen-like sport. That's what I'm learning.
Right.
It's a great sport to age with. And it's also a sport that has an easy entry point. You could start playing pickleball and get up to speed pretty quickly. Of course,
Ah,
then there's the effort that you make to refine your game and get better and better and better. And the nature of the sport, it's a rotating sort of a thing where you play with a lot of different players of different levels. So it encourages you to learn how to deal with other people, which is just a good life skill, learn how
yes.
to improve your game, learn how to work with a partner, learn how to anticipate, strategize. It's really great for the brain, great for the body, and kind of great for the soul.
Yes. Yeah, incredible. I do want to come back to the Zen-like qualities.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should do the technicalities first of all. So it's, as I recall, and I went along to the Eshboesht Centre for to Colin's invitation. Good morning to you, Colin. You're here in the chat, of course, this morning. And what I recall from it is it's an indoor sport. It's got there's the big ball, which reminded me of a golf practice ball. It's a plastic ball with holes in it, isn't it? So
It's
I
like a
am
wiffle ball,
a
like a
wiffle
wiffle ball, if you
wiffle
know
ball.
that term.
Right. Okay.
Um, and
Okay.
it's not exclusively indoor. I used to play
Oh,
outdoor
okay.
in the United
Right.
States. It's indoor or outdoor.
Oh, okay. All right. So maybe on the Silver Coast where we have a little bit of Atlantic breeze, it's probably
Hmm.
sensible to be playing indoors. And yeah, there were singles, there were doubles, and a court that's reminiscent of a tennis court,
Yeah.
of course. And could you describe the paddles or the bats to us as well?
I should have brought actually, I have my paddle in the other room, but the paddles are, they're not like tennis rackets. They don't have a grid. They're
Yeah.
just a flat paddle. And it's kind of, if you imagine ping pong life size, right? If you imagine
Yeah.
yourself as a person on a ping pong table playing with a
Yes.
paddle, it's kind of like that. It's like life size ping pong.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. And one of the really good qualities of it that you mentioned there is it's very accessible, which I'm not sure can be said of tennis. It feels
Yeah.
like you have to be pretty good to get out on the court and not suffer any lack of self-esteem fairly early on. So you can just get cracking and get started with pickleball fairly quickly, can you?
You can. I think the most complicated thing for most beginners is the scoring, figuring out the scoring. But other than that, the actual play
Yes.
is easy enough. And pretty quickly, you want to get to the strategy of moving up to what's called the kitchen. The kitchen is the area closest to the net. And
Oh.
that's where all the points are scored. If you learn how to dink, that's the term,
Oh.
to hit balls closer to the kitchen. I'm sorry, my cats are fighting while I'm talking, so maybe they're not pickleball fans. So if you hear a yowling,
Yeah,
that's what that is.
it's just what cats do, Alison. We're lucky that it's not happening here as well. There are a number of kittens here and who have no respect for the transmission, so I
You
totally
have no
understand.
respect for pickleball, clearly,
They have
which
no
is.
respect for anything, do they? But
At any rate, you want to get up to the net pretty quickly, just outside of the kitchen, and dink back and forth. That's where you're able to kind of, let's pretend I'm a pickleball court here. You can,
Mhm.
by staying up close, you can sort of fend off most balls that come your way and control the game. It's all about controlling the game. If you're
Right.
further back, if you're pushed further back, your opponent tends to have more power and control than you do. So you want to move up as quickly as you can to try and control the game. And then it
Right.
can be really fun because you're going back and forth, like in table tennis,
Yeah.
until ultimately somebody misses. But it's really a lovely, fun, strategic game. It's an all age game, which is
Yeah,
another kind of cool thing.
yeah.
In the US, where I'm from, I'm actually from Washington State, where pickleball was invented.
Is that
And
right? You're from the
yes,
originating
I'm from the
point.
originator. I actually know the son of the guy that invented pickleball, which is a weird
Wow.
random thing. And the
Yeah.
name, if you want a little bit of pickleball history, the name comes from this. If you know the sport, the rowing racing sport crew,
Yeah.
boat that the extra rowers would be in is called a pickle boat. And so pickleball was born because two dads on a summer morning were trying to keep their kids occupied in the driveway. So they invented this game. They pulled together a net and some paddles and things that they had and invented this game in 1965 on Bainbridge Island in Washington State in the United States. And
Right.
it kind of was for decades, it was like a thing that kids played at school. It was just a random neighborhood thing. And then it took off 10 or 15 years ago. And of course, now, as everybody knows, it's all over the world. There are professional leagues. There are, professional sports people who are investors in teams. It's had a huge explosion. And here in Portugal, the club that I belong to it was the first pickleball club in Portugal, I'm told. It started in 2017.
Mhm.
And in, I think, 2022, there had been some new clubs that had formed around the country. And so our club banded with three other clubs and started the first tournament. And
Wow.
now I'm told there are 40 or so different places throughout Portugal where you can play pickleball. So kind of anywhere where there's a concentration of like-minded people, you'll be able to access this game.
And it does seem it's being especially supported and played by expats and foreigners coming into Portugal. Is that fair?
It's fair. And I mean, I think for a couple of reasons, because the game itself has this kind of ethos of openness and welcomeness and accessibility. Our club has a number of Portuguese players as well, people from all over the world. But I want to say that when I came to Portugal, when we were settling here, because I was a pickleball player, I randomly reached out and said, does anybody know where pickleball is played? And I was immediately welcomed by this club. My husband and I were welcomed by this club. Please come play, come get to know us. And it's because of this pickleball club that we actually settled here, because we thought, where else
Wow.
can you have such a welcoming international community?
Yes.
And where else can you have access to this kind of way of meeting people where they are, we play in the Arnar, I'm going to say this wrong, Arnarense region of Caldas,
Right.
in just a local sports club. You walk in and the old Portuguese men are playing cards. There's a little snack bar. You come
I've
in and
been
we
there.
have,
I think
you know
Colin
that
has been
club.
there for coffee. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. And
Yeah.
we have the court, or we have the room 3 days a week. So that's when we play pickleball. And the other days of the week, other sports are played. So it's kind of this vital, vibrant
Yeah.
location. And our club has Portuguese, Americans, Canadians, Portuguese Canadians, Israelis, French, Belgian, Scottish, British, South African. I mean, I'm sure I'm forgetting some of the nationalities, but we've got people from all over the world who are playing with us. And that is really sort of typifies the ethos of pickleball. All ages, all nationalities, all genders, all sizes and shapes and abilities. Everybody's here and welcome to
Great.
play. How
So
cool
very
is that?
well, it is really cool. It's very unifying, and we need that sort of thing in the world as well at the moment. And I think, especially from a point of view of if you're coming to the country and you're a little bit concerned about having a social life, this seems ideal.
It's ideal.
Yes.
It's ideal. And I know you said that you tried it once. I'm hoping you're going to come and join us. We're having an open house on September 13th at our club from 10 to 1. I think I sent you the link, but we can put it into the chat. And
Please.
we're inviting people to come and try out this game. We're going to have some fun little challenges on our courts. And then we're going to have one court that's dedicated to teaching the game basics. We're going to have prizes. We're going to have a DJ. You're going to see our incredible community.
Wow.
What a great thing to do before lunch on a Saturday morning.
I love that. A DJ as well. I'm presuming
DJ.
the founders 60 years ago didn't imagine that it might have spread to far-flung places like Portugal, and that there would be DJs on the court and open events like this to encourage people to get involved. What a great job you're doing as an ambassador for the sport as well. Oh, and Colin doesn't want the French to be left out, which is
Oh,
another.
did I not? I said the French, I
Did
thought.
you? Did
French
you?
and
Well,
Belgian.
okay, fair enough, fair enough. A
Absolutely.
little bit of entente cordiale from Colin there to make sure that the French are not forgotten there. And yes, absolutely, you have the Discovery Day here. Hopefully, that can be seen on the screen now.
Yeah, there it
Discover
is.
Pickleball in Caldas, a free open day event. This is great, isn't it? Oh, there's the special balls that are used as well, and it is a club pickleball to Ashton in your own club there in Caldas, Saturday, September the 13th, and from 10 until 1. So it's likely to be popular. So there's a reservation there. So what
Mhm.
I'll do, if I may, is put the link to encourage people into our chat this morning,
You?
and maybe some other people will turn up. If you're not living on the Silver Coast, if you're not from this part of Portugal, how do people find out if there's a local club where they live, Alison?
I mean, I think the beauty of Facebook is that most local communities have local focused Facebook pages. The way that I found out was in a Facebook chat. I just said, "Hey, does anybody know if they play pickleball somewhere near Foz do Aurelio?" And I got directed to this club. I'm sure
Yes.
wherever you live in Portugal, you could do the same thing.
There you go. Because Mr. S, a little point of order from him. He's always on my case.
What did he say?
Well, it's not a direct translation, but we'll call that the back of beyond, shall we? What if you live in the back of beyond? Very integrating. Well, as Alison says there, put a little message on social media, Mr. S, or perhaps in your case, anti-social media.
You could even get your own. You can buy nets on
Yeah.
Amazon or wherever. There's
Well,
actually
well,
also a store in Lisbon called Quad Sports. They probably
right.
sell nets. You could
Yeah.
set it up in your driveway just like the original founders did in 1965.
Yes, there you go. If you haven't got a club, start one.
Start
A
one.
very accessible sport there for all ages, all levels of fitness, and Zen as well.
Yeah.
Tell me. I mean, I'm loving the technical terms. I'm guessing if you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. That's the bit where all the action takes place. And dinking sounds great as well.
Thinking. Hmm.
What for you is the Zen-like quality that comes? I mean, there's a lot going on. Do you find an inner calm whilst the thrashing of rackets and bashing
I'm
dinking
working
at
on
balls?
that inner calm. So I'm your typical American who's trying to downshift here in Portugal, and and one of the things that's really interesting and illuminating for me about pickleball is that you really have more time than you think. So our coach Avi, who is also our club president, he does training. He offers training. So I want to mention that not only could you join our club and play with us 3 times a week, but if you want to learn the basics of the game, we have group training every Wednesday, and there's also individual training.
Right.
But we all yell calma, calma all the time because you have more time than you think to stop, let the ball bounce, and figure out what to do with it. And really composing yourself, thinking, slowing down, looking at what your opponents are doing, looking at what your partner's doing. It's all part of the game.
Mm.
And, if you come from a go, go, go kind of a culture,
Yeah.
that's just a good life skill. And it's a great life skill for Portugal. So the slowing down, the being Zen, the thinking about where the ball is going to land, where you're going to position yourself, where you want the ball to go on the other side. That's just great. That's a big
Oh,
part of it.
wonderful. So it'll complement anyone who's looking to slow down in life as well, and a real sort of personal growth aspect to it as well, which sport, of course, brings to people, doesn't it? And it sounds like, especially so with pickleball. Joao Ernesto saying here, I think you can fit 4 pickleball courts on one tennis court. It's becoming so popular that some tennis clubs
Absolutely.
turned into pickleball centres. And a competitor, it would appear then, for the other, dare I mention the other one, the paddle ball. That's
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like rice and batatas fritas, right? You can enjoy both.
well said. That's a very Portuguese metaphor because they're always on the same plate. Aren't they?
Yeah. Why not have it all?
Yes, I play in a paddle group, says Joao Ernesto. Different game, but some similarities. Paddle is significantly more popular in Europe. Well,
It's true.
we'll see about that, won't we? It sounds like pickleball is enjoying quite the surge in popularity. Pickleballs, that's different. That's something else. I think you're talking about.
Saw that.
I think that's his nickname locally. Anyway, there's lots of pickle. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Oh, pickled from the sense of he's having a little bash at the Brits, I think, in Villamora. All right, Mr. S. Thank you very much for that, and thank you, Alison, for being here this morning. Was there anything I missed out? Anything that you'd like to add before you leave us today?
I think just the last thing I want to add is the community spirit of this, which I've kind of talked about before, but
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
when tragedies happen, when the world seems
yeah,
crazy, when the weather
yes.
is bad, whatever, to be able to come together with a community of people who really care about each other. And I'd say our community at our club really cares about each other,
I love it.
and enjoy this thing, turn off your phones, turn off the noise in the world, and just have this time together for 3 hours in the afternoon, 3 times a week. It's a pretty nice thing. And so I encourage everyone to please join us on September 13th
Well
at
said.
10 a.m. Carl, I look forward to seeing you there. And we'd love to show you what we're all about.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for being here, and well said as well. It's like we've forgotten how to switch off, isn't it? In a world where we're just constantly having information available to us about what's going on beyond our immediate lives, this
Mhm.
really is a chance to get in the present moment, in real life, with real people, and
Yeah.
connect with a community that pickleball seems so able to provide for people. So, thank you very much, Alison,
Thank you
and
so much,
all the
Carl.
best to you and all the pickleball community. Take
All
care.
right.
Thank you very
Bye.
much for being in with Brazil. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye for now. I think that's a bye for now, basically, with Alison there. What a fantastic description of the sport. And thank you to her for being with us this morning.